I have a feeling this is going to end up badly. So all the way over there by herself, doesn't know how to swim. See how far we are? And I can't help it because I got stuff in my pockets. Better come over here, girl. So today we're going to talk about what, darling? We're going to talk about the challenges of being in an interracial relationship in Kenya. Just like there's many challenges in the US, the same holds true in Kenya. I think more so for a girl, for a female, than a guy. Would you not agree?
I would agree.
So, do you want to start with your challenges? Or should I start?
Just start with yours.
Alright. So, number one thing that I've noticed in Kenya is that if I'm with her, a lot of guys be saying stuff to her in Swahili, so I don't understand. Some of them pretty rude, and if not racist, semi-racist comments, or with a subliminal message of racism. Am I correct?
True.
So you could tell me, for example, some of the things you've heard just like a few days when we were over there.
Mm-hmm.
So, explain what happened.
So, I met 3 guys, and one.
You really didn't meet.
Yeah.
I was getting something at a kiosk, and while I'm getting something at the kiosk, imagine in a matter of less than a minute, 3 different guys said something stupid to her. Can you share what happened?
Yes, but only one was positive, so 2 were negative. So one of them was like, when that white guy of yours go back to his country, then I'm left with you. And I was like, nah.
Isn't that arrogant?
It is, because he's been seeing us for long together, because I'm sure he's one of the men.
Beach Boys.
Yeah.
But regardless, even if he hasn't seen this, like, what makes you think you could get a female just like that, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, and the other negative one?
No, I wouldn't say this in public because I didn't like it, but he really said something bad. So allow me not to say it.
Come on, just say it. People want to see it. People want to know.
He said, like, I get f***ed from behind. So I was like, no, that's not good. It's not.
And then the other one just said, not to leave me.
Yes, the other one was positive and said I shouldn't leave him.
I guess he heard the other 2 guys talking negative.
I'm not sure, but the second one who said that, he was just around, so maybe he heard.
Yeah. So, but this happens often.
Very often.
Like, especially the part about, there's also a lot of guys that be like, why they try to talk to you, and then they say, like when we went to the market, you just, you think you're special because you're with a white guy.
Yeah.
You think you're all this kind of nonsense, just bullshit. And then the worst part for you, in my opinion, I think, is you lose a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Am I correct? So you want to explain that?
So in the part of friends, me being in this interracial relationship, my experience is I've really lost a lot of friends. One, people think like I have a lot of friends because they think because you have a white guy, so many people will be like friendly to you, but that's not true. Like, you lose a lot. And also some of them think that because you have a white guy, now like it's your jackpot, now you've won. Like, now they see you as a person who if they need,
see you as a bank account.
Yeah, so if they need you, that is when they call. But if they don't, you'll never hear from them. So like, you're a bank account and someone who's just there for them, and that's really not what the ground is. And also Some
Go ahead.
some just pretend to be your friends so that they can get closer to your man, which I really don't like.
Or they try to get closer to you so they could you see if they could try to have you hook them up with another white guy.
Yeah, true. So some will be like, "Oh, I wanna be your friend." Then in the conversations, you're like, so can you link me up with a white guy?" No, that's not right.
But going back to what she was saying about losing friends, a lot of them think, oh, now you're with a white guy, you're just gonna hang out with other girls that have are in other interracial relationships, and now you don't care to be my friend, and they get jealous or insecure, and they think that now that you're in an interracial relationship, that everything is beautiful, she's living the glamorous life, she is just up on top of life.
Yeah.
Like as if things have changed. The only thing that's changed is
I got someone.
and you made me a better version of me, and hopefully I'm making a better version of you.
Yes. He really is. He is.
So, and as a man, having to deal with the nonsense, you got to be really thick-skinned because, as a man, you got to be the protector, right? So I didn't know this was going on. She only told me afterwards, and I even went back. I wanted to know who these guys were, you know what I mean? So, yeah, in Congoya, when we went to the market, there was also there was so much, and they always talk in Swahili.
Yeah.
They will not, I haven't heard anybody say anything in English so I would understand, because a lot of the stuff that they say is so ignorant that, they know it could lead up to a physical confrontation. So, yeah. And anything else? Oh, the shopping for you. Man, you girls got it bad here in Kenya. So, if we go shopping, what happens to your prices? You want to tell them?
So when we are together, like when you're going for shopping, most people tend to like overcharge me because they're like, you have a white guy, so, and then he'll go and leave you, so you remain to us, like, because you're ours, so you have to give me like more. I overcharge you so that I can get more, and for me, I do the vice versa.
Can you explain the situation in Marikiti Market with that lady?
Yeah.
All right, so explain. She was trying to buy pants? Jeans,
yeah.
A pair of jeans, and we were trying to bargain to what everybody else is paying, which is only fair, right?
Yeah.
So, why don't you explain what her rationale was? She said.
Okay, at first my hubby went, and it was costing around 1,500.
Something like that.
Yeah, but for me, I knew, because I've ever had such a jean. It was like, no, that's way expensive, like for that jean. So when I went, me personally, I was like, I tried it on, it fitted, and then the lady was like, yeah, it's 1,000. I was like, no. Sorry, she said 1,500. I was like, no. I buy these, but I don't buy them at that price. So she was like, just give me 1,000. I'm like, no, it's still not 1,000. So I told her, she asked, what's your price? I said 900. Then she was like, no, you have a white guy. You think like right now you should be, if we say 1,500, like you give like a double amount, like because you have a white guy, like spend money. I'm like, so for me, the answer I told her, and then she really looked at me very bad. I said, his money is my money, and that's all. And then she was like, okay, give me the money.
And then she still bitched. And then she was talking about you to the other sellers. She was like, yes. Oh, can you imagine this girl? She's making me work.
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess if you're with a foreigner, you have to work less. Let me change so the people can see the background. They can see the ocean a little bit. See, so this is, the water goes up to there. As where we're standing right here, during the high tide, the water goes up to there. So during high tide, there's water here. Because there are some females that will want to give the extra money, spend the extra money, right?
Mhm.
So there's females that would be like, okay, 1,500 here, have it, right? And I'm pretty sure you're gonna say the same thing as me, but what is the reason behind why a female would want her boyfriend, quote unquote, to spend more money on buying her clothes when she knows she's being overcharged? What's the reason why a female would want to do that?
One, for me, for my understanding, it's like to show off, like, oh, my man got this for this price, where else, so the rest of the ladies will be like, oh really?
The majority.
Yeah, the majority will be
Just
like,
to show off.
yeah.
To be like, I got a man with money. Oh, you want an extra? You want double the price? Here, have it.
Yeah.
And I find it so stupid. I mean, if you're really serious about somebody, and you see somebody, you view that person as somebody you're going to be with in the long term, then you got to be like, you're thinking like, well, that extra money can be used for us, not to show off. So most of the ladies that actually do that, they're not 100% full into the relationship. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and an easy way to see if you're being overcharged is just walk a few feet away or a few meters from the vendor and find another vendor, or to compare prices, or just ask a local, how much does this usually cost? Most of the time you could get somebody to tell you the truth. So, but it's got to be away from the vendor, because I think a lot of people don't want to tell the truth in front of the vendor, because then they're going to be viewed as, oh, I'm making you get less profit out of this foreigner if I tell this foreigner the truth. So the ideal situation is, let's say I'm purchasing from you, is for me to ask somebody that's out of your sight, and that person most likely will tell, oh yeah, it should cost about this much, right?
Mm-hmm.
So would you suggest that's a good tip?
Yeah, very good tip to foreigners.
And how would you suggest dealing with the ignorance of some of these people?
One step, like most of us, we should really try to get forward, is we try to speak also. Like, it's something that I'm still learning and also trying to cope with it. Like, it's not that you, in a bad way, like you just be rude or something like that, but you have to speak up. That's what I've learned, and what I like to be doing more and more.
Well, I could tell you the thing that a female could say to a guy that says something like, oh, you're with him, I'll be with you, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be with me, something like that, if you weren't with him, something like that. The best thing a female could say is, you actually think you're better looking than him? That will hit a man in so many levels that he will either shut up or just get really mad, and then he won't bother you again. I think that is, when you compare a man with another man and you put him down at the same time while you're doing the comparison, that is the best way to shut that guy up, because some of these people will live around you. So that's my suggestion to you ladies. And did we miss anything out?
Mm-mm.
If we did miss anything out, leave in the comment section. Also, if this is your first time, found value in this, subscribe, press the like button. It's free. And if there's topics, like I said, that you would like for us to cover, just leave it in the comment section. Also, if you have personal experiences being in an interracial relationship, whether it be in Kenya or even in Africa, leave it in the comment section below. And that's pretty much it, right? And one last thing. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your best friend, tell your worst enemy, tell everybody and their mother to like and subscribe to this channel. Alright? Love y'all. Deuces.